Good afternoon, everyone. Good afternoon, everyone. Here live with the Challengers Division semifinals between Luna and Cammy. As soon as they want to go live and give me a live battle link, I'll post it in here and get you all ready to go. This is going to be a very interesting battle. And this is a semifinal that has some good storylines. Delta upset Paco to get here, and we'll see if she can continue her hot streak against Cammy. She's still considered an underdog, but we'll see if she can turn this one around, overcome some little pre-fight jitters. And we'll see, I'm sure there's some pre-fight jitters for Cammy as well. I do have Cammy's team, I do not have Delta's team, so I know what Cammy is fighting with. I at least have an idea of what Cammy is fighting with. I have no idea what Delta is going with, but we'll see. I will continue to provide that update during battle, of course. I don't want to give anything away before the battle, just in case any one of the challengers may be listening or may be able to provide commentary and updates to the Luna. I want to keep the integrity of this match 100%, of course. So we're still waiting on the update there. Now it's going to be a very interesting match for this D-League's Challengers Division semifinals. Going into this match, the lineup for Cammy is going to be Galarian Darmanitan, Clefable, Salamence, Rotom Heat, Silvally, Mega Aggron, Seismitoad, Virizion, Skuntank, Masharna, and Carkol. On the other side, for Delta, it would be Mew, Mega Mawile, Mandibuzz, Kommo-o, Jellicent, Raikou, Centiskorch, Amoonguss, Porygon 2, Sandslash, and Corsola. We'll see which Pokemon decide to enter the battle for either side. We're just talking about matchup until battle link. So it's going to be very interesting so far. Delta enters the match having posted a record of 6-4 in the regular season. Cammy enters the match 9-1 with a plus 41 differential on the season. So it's easy to say that Cammy is the underdog, or that Luna, is the underdog, but we'll see how this actually goes down. We have a link. Let me get it posted up in here for you. Properties, and be able to replace the link. Join the match. And pause this. Alright, and we're ready to go. Let's go ahead and give them the okay. And we are ready to go. So we can see that of the lineups I previewed earlier, that it is indeed the Galarian Darmanitan, Mega Aggron, Clefable, Rotom Heat, Seismitoad, and Silvally for Cammy. Now we don't know what type Silvally is carrying, if any. It could be a normal type, carrying any number of items. Could have a plate, making it a special a different set. Now this is Jellicent, For Delta, Jellicent, Porygon 2, Raikou, Mawile, Mew, and Among Us. Now that is a Mega Mawile there, and Mega Aggron on the other side for Cammy, even though they appear as irregular forms in the team preview screen. Tyler B putting money on Silvally Electric. That would be interesting. That would counter the Jellicent, but that would also run up against problems in the Raikou and the Among Us. Zbiel as being neutral against the Mew and the Porygon 2. Now Porygon 2, I'd be willing to put money on carrying Eviolite. And we get the Raikou, Timeless versus the money-for-nothing Rotom Heat. A Scald coming out against Raikou, not commonly seen there, but good tech. So that'll reduce Rotom Heat down to 36%. And Rotom Heat counters with a Volt Switch to get the heck out of there. So Rotom Heat going to go back in the back there. This is probably going to be either Mega Aggron or Seismitoad to counter their Raikou. Those would be easy counters there, as both would carry an expected Earthquake to be able to take care of Raikou and Mega Mawile, both weak to Earthquake. Among Us would take neutral damage from Earthquake. Not a whole lot of damage expected on the Porygon 2, Jellicent, or Mew. On the other hand, if he decides, if that is Silvally Electric, he could bring that in to be able to counter the Raikou and force a switch there, as neither Pokemon would be able to do a whole lot of damage to each other. So we'll see what decides to go on here. Rotom Heat going back in. Right now we're waiting for Cammy to see who he decides to send out off of this Volt Switch. Now Volt Switch didn't do a whole lot of damage to Raikou, so Raikou almost at 100% here. We don't know what item Raikou is carrying, though. He revealed that it wasn't Life Orb, we know that much, or else that would have triggered on the Scald and done a heck of a lot more damage. But could possibly be carrying leftovers, possibly a Shuka Berry to reduce damage from an Earthquake. Now we'll see here. My money would be either on a Shuka Berry to reduce damage from an Earthquake or leftovers to extend Raikou's longevity. That all depends on how long Delta is planning to keep Raikou out in this battle. Cammy calculating how much longer Delta will be awake. Well, I do know that Delta is in the same time zone as me, so it's 4:40 p.m. at this point. She's saying at this point my tea is almost cooled off. So she's going to be awake for quite a while there. And we'll see. Cammy is the one in Scottish time zone. So it's about 5 hours ahead for Cammy, so about 9:40 p.m. right now. It's Clefable. Okay, Clefable is a very good wall. Either Magic Guard or Unaware. My money would be on Magic Guard Clefable for this one. So if Delta decides to throw out a Toxic, we'll know for sure. So Magic Guard Clefable is a pretty big wall, being a fairy type. It's not going to take a whole lot of damage from anything. Could learn Cosmic Power to boost its defense and special defense by 1 stage each, which just makes it even harder to take down. And there's nothing really on Delta's side except for the Mega Mawile that would put huge pressure on Clefable. There's a Moonblast coming out from Clefable, does about 50%, and a special attack drop, but that's going to force out the Raikou Flamethrower, so we do see coverage now for Among Us and for Mega Mawile, and a Calm Mind there to boost special attack and special defense. So right now we've seen coverage so far from Clefable in Moonblast and Flamethrower. Flamethrower will take care of the Mega Mawile and the Among Us. Oh boy, this Delta could be in trouble. We've seen the flamethrower, and this would do very serious damage to Mega Mawile. Mega Mawile does not have a whole lot of HP. It has a ton of attack. That's its main offense. But does not have a whole lot of HP. It would not like taking a flamethrower from Clefable, especially not after a Calm Mind. So boosted special attack, boosted special defense. This is going to put pressure on Clefable. I just put the wrong EVs on Mawile. Oh boy. Uh-oh. Well, this depends on what EVs she did put on. If she put them in defense and HP, she's still good. If she put them in special attack, we have a problem. She put them in HP, special defense, maybe a surprise defensive Mawile? We don't know. This is interesting. Wrong EVs. Now, I don't know what to make of this. I honestly don't know what to make of this, because I don't have Delta's team in front of me, so I don't know whether we can infer that it's probably was supposed to be attack. Almost everyone puts attack EVs because with huge power on Mega Mawile, you want to get as much offense out of that thing as possible. And huge power doubling the base attack plus EVs plus IVs. That makes you want to put it all in attack. And then usually some in HP or defense, special defense. There's a play rough coming in off of a switch to Seismitoad. Okay, interesting. Now that did a ton of damage to Seismitoad. Seismitoad going to pressure back with an Earthquake? No, Stealth Rock. Okay, was predicting a switch there. That's going to be a Mungus coming in to pressure the Seismitoad. Seismitoad has to do something here, else it's going to be dead to basically an Absorb. All it would take at this point is an Absorb, and that'd be it for Seismitoad. Knockoff, revealing the Black Sludge. Okay, that's not surprising. Black Sludge commonly carried to help extend Amungus's longevity and be able to help it some, so that if by some miracle the opponent decides to trick or switcheroo, that it ends up taking damage instead of recovering. So that's knocked off. No more recovery for Amoonguss, at least not in the form of the Black Sludge. Seismitoad down, so we have an early advantage for Delta, 6-5. But that's probably a Pokemon that Cammy didn't mind, sacking. It got off a Stealth Rock, and that was about it, after taking a Play Rough from Mega Mawile. Now, we don't know still what EVs were on Mawile. Here's one huge offensive threat in Galarian Darmanitan. It's rarely seen for Galarian Darmanitan to be Zen mode, but not unheard of. My money would be on Guerrilla Tactics, Galarian Darmanitan, and protect their U-turn. Okay, maybe not Guerrilla Tactics. Commonly, if you're going to see Guerrilla Tactics, you're going to see Icicle Crash. There's a U-turn there. Jellicent coming out now, and that's Silvally. That is a Silvally Electric. Very good there, Tyler. And there's a Sword Stance, so multi-attack, being an electric type, is going to hurt quite a ton. But it's going to be resisted by this Amoonguss. So let's go see what does Amoonguss have to really counter Silvally. Don't know yet. But yes, pointing out that Delta did have Mandibuzz in the back, decided not to bring it, but the electric type does beat the Jellicent. Yes, that was the obvious switch out there. And so we're kind of at a neutral playing field here. That Silvally Electric is boosted attack, but not going to do a whole lot of damage to Amoonguss because it's resisted. Amoonguss, on the other hand, is going to do neutral damage back to Silvally. Something's got to give here. Oh, Psychic Fangs! Okay, well, that'll take care of Amoonguss. That'll bring out Porygon 2. So right now we can see Porygon 2 did teleport out, and it's going to be carrying Eviolite. Now this multi-attack Silvally Electric is going to do a ton of damage to just about everything else. So Delta throwing out the good game already. Maybe, maybe not. If she can put some pressure on this Silvally, it's not quite over yet. Not looking good for her, but not quite over. Silvally Electric, though, 95s all around in every single stat. I commonly call it the baby Arceus. Arceus with 120s all around in every stat. That's the most well-rounded Pokemon you can have. Silvally, the second most well-rounded Pokemon you can have. But at 95s in every single stat, it doesn't excel in any one thing, but it has really no weaknesses, obvious weaknesses either, until you assign it a type. So there's a multi-attack, expected as much. Eviolite, oh, there are foul play, okay. Now, if Cammy had decided to set up again, go to +4 attack, that would have been a 1-hit KO. But as it was, multi-attack only doing about 52% to the Eviolite Porygon 2. Porygon 2 countering with the foul play to take out 70% of Silvally's HP. Now Silvally at 32%, it can be taken down with Chip from a faster Pokemon, say the Raikou. Raikou was revealed to have Scald and would be faster than the Silvally if they're both at equal speed. So we'll see. There's another multi-attack. That's going to take care of the Porygon 2. Now I expect the Raikou to come out, or the Mew, and be able to pressure Silvally. Mew would be faster, should be faster. Raikou should be faster. I'll continue to say should and not would. Mega Mawile now. This is an interesting choice. It's going to resist the electric attacks and be able to one-hit KO in return. A Sucker Punch would also be able to KO? Maybe. Probably, I'll say. So let's, with that huge power, you can never really count out Mega Mawile. There's a Sucker Punch, and there's a KO. Now we got Aggron out. There's a Jellicent to be able to counter the Mega Aggron. Iron Defense. Now watch for a Body Press. Strength Sap. Oh boy, that's huge. And there's a Toxic. So Mega Aggron not going to be able to do a whole lot. Jellicent not doing a whole lot back, but the timer is on Jellicent right now because of that Toxic. And there's a Will-O-Wisp, and there's a Rest. Oh boy, Cammy just has all the right moves. So Taunt, well, that's not going to do a whole lot to Mega Mawile, but Mega Mawile, sorry, that's not going to do a whole lot to Mega Aggron. Cosmic Power, this is a defensive Mew. So it's not going to take a whole lot from a Body Press, even at +4, defense from Mega Aggron. Toxic coming out there, going to put a real clock on Mew. Cosmic Mew's just going to keep Cosmic Powering up. And this is clearly Delta's win con. Oh, there it is, a Rest. That takes a Rest in Chesto. So that takes care of the Toxic. So we've got, oh my god, this could still go either way. We've got Rest and Cosmic Power. Is that stored power Mew? My idea would be after you're going to go up to +6 defense and special defense, you're going to want to go stored power, because then stored power is at 120 base power, and easily the most powerful attack that Mew has. but it wouldn't do a whole lot against a Mega Aggron. It would do a ton in one-hit KO anything else on Cammy's team. Because I'm looking at that Clefable that's weakened. I'm looking at that Rotom Heat that's weakened. 36%, even 84% Galarian Darmanitan doesn't like that, doesn't like a stored power. So the big thing now is she's got to get past Mega Aggron. Okay, switched out. He's going to try to continue. There's the stored power. That takes care of Rotom Heat, but the clock is still on Mew with the Toxic. You have to consider resting. Now, with rest, we haven't seen a fourth move yet. Is that fourth move Sleep Talk? If that is Sleep Talk, and I expect it to be Sleep Talk, this battle could very well go Delta's way, and probably will. Because I don't see any way of Cammy getting through this Mew unless I was wrong earlier about that Clefable, and that is not stored power, that's not, and that is unaware Clefable. If that's unaware, oh, a flinch, uh-oh. Oh God, that was huge. That was huge. That flinch meant that Cammy can KO Mew now. There it is, there's the KO on Mew. Oh boy. Icicle Crash flinch from what has to be a scarfed Galarian Darmanitan. Probably scarfed at this point, although considering it was stored power, we don't know. So there's Thunderbolt coming out and Clefable. So we're down to 3 for Delta, 2 for Cammy. This could still go either way. Oh boy. Thunderbolt going to do about 45%. Raikou taking KO off of the Flamethrower. Mega Mawile coming out now. Oh boy. Because Jellicent in the back there is Toxic. Mega Mawile is going to go down to the Mega Aggron here, Body Press. Jellicent is Toxic and at 38%, now 26% because of the rocks. I think this is just game from Delta. A very, very well fought match. Mew being stored power, cosmic power, was huge. I mean, wait, does Mega Aggron have anything? Mega Aggron cannot damage Delta. Oh boy. The only way Delta loses is taking damage off of Toxic. The clock is on Delta right now. She has got to use Nightshade to KO. Will that even work? No. Taunt prevents the rest. She's got to Nightshade to a win, while at the same time recovering any damage that's done via Toxic. She has to Strength Sap now to refill back up, but that's just it. Strength Sap is based on the attack stat of your opponent, and that's it. That's game. Wow. As your opponent loses attack from Strength Sap, it recovers less and less for you. Wow. That was one heck of a battle by Cammy and by Delta. Wow, that was... Delta almost pulled that off. I fully believe that if that flinch had not come off of Galarian Darmanitan onto the Mew, Mew probably would have rested that turn, refill back up to full HP, and been able to take the game from there. Wow. That was a very well fought. Alright, well, be sure to join me for the next set of battles here for SBT. I'll let you guys know when I decide to record and broadcast those. So for now, thanks for tuning in. Bye.